For this video, we're going to move on to the second pair of Bagua Power Training methods. And this is going to be utilizing both hands at the same time. So again, we set up exactly the same way. We're going to have the right foot forwards. And again, we're going to start with this Qigong. The Qigong is going to be for 3 breaths. You're going to link your CV and GV meridian just by placing the tongue just up to the hard palate. Hands out in front of the body. And again, as we breathe in, we stretch the right palm. As we breathe out, we stretch the left palm. On the 4th in-breath, we stretch our right palm. Now on the out breath, we're going to take our slap step forward with the right leg. We're going to throw both hands up into pung. So making 2 yin-shaped palms. And then as the back leg comes up, we're going to strike down with 2 chops. When we do this quick, it's going to seem like we do these together, but it's actually a count of 4. As we take that slap step forwards, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So the right hand's going to lead all the way through. And again, we're striking to pericardium 6 on the inside of the arms as we go up with the pungs, and then striking to small intestine 16 on the side of the neck as the hands come back down. The 4th in-breath, we stretch that right palm, and then on the out-breath, then you just let the breath relax. And again, you can either repeat it on that side or we can switch around and do the next one. And then we take our 4th in-breath, stretch the right palm. So you can see that you're working on the Fa Jing, you're working on your striking line as well. You're going to have to try to do this slowly to start off with, just so you can get the rhythm of the hands and the movements. Trying this on pads as well, because you want to get the feel for striking quickly in succession, and also rebounding those strikes on the inside of the arm to then hit the neck. So for the second pair, we have the doubling up of the hands. Obviously, when it comes to doing combat applications with these, you don't have to use both of them together. So when you strike with the 2 yin palms, you're going to be coming in from pericardium 6 on both sides, slightly rising up. And then we're going to cut down to small intestine 16 on both sides of the neck, which is just slightly more lateral than the stomach 9 point, which is more on the carotid sinus. This next one is going to be the second attacking method, but on the outside. So we start exactly the same way. For this one, I'm going to do it directly towards the camera because we take a diagonal step that you're going to need to see. So we're going to set up the same way. We've got the right foot to the front, the majority of the weight backwards on the left leg, hands up at shoulder height, and again, we're going to do our 3 breaths. So we breathe in, we stretch the right hand, breathe out, stretch the left. Now on our 4th inhalation, we're going to stretch the right hand here. Now we're not going to do a slap step this time because we need to step across the line. So from here, we're going to breathe out, and our first step goes across at 45 degrees. At the same time, we're going to turn our right hand into pung, and we're going to strike with the left palm. So from here, we're going to take our step across the line here. We're going to turn the right hand into pung, and we're going to strike with our left palm just underneath the elbow. Now from here, because the feet are crossed, we're going to do an outside change. So just one of your regular Bagua outside changes. The right hand goes across first. We turn on the toe and the heel, and then strike around this way. Obviously in solo practice, it's going to look a little bit strange because we're taking a very unconventional step and stepping across the line. This is not going to be an intentional step. This is going to be a reaction to being pulled off center. So if somebody grabs your arm and pulls you across and you take that step, it's the recovery method of the outside change that's going to get your center back underneath your feet. Now, as you breathe out and you strike, you're going to take your right hand up and step across. The left hand is just going to place wherever is comfortable behind your body. From here, you can strike underneath the elbow. So you need to keep that left hand active. So then as you shift your weight and you turn on your heel and your toe, you can regain your center by doing the outside change. And again, once you've finished that position and you've finished with the balance underneath your feet, Just relax, bring your waist back around. And with this one in particular, you're already set with the left foot forwards. You might need to just change the footing just ever so slightly, just so you're back to a comfortable position. But now from here, you can start on the other side and step across with your outside change to your right. So we're going to take our fourth inhalation, stretch the right palm. So as I mentioned when we did this during the actual drill, this is going to be a response to a pull. So as your opponent grabs your arm and pulls you off balance, you're going to drop forwards. Now, as you move forwards, you're going to roll the hand up into pung, and that helps you to gain control of that bridge. You can strike underneath because your opponent will be close enough, but it's not going to be a great shot. You don't have to worry too much about that part of it. Now, from this position here, as I do my outside change, I'm going to turn the other way, and that's what gets me into this striking range with either my elbow on the back or the back of my wrist. So that's what's going to power the movement. And even though your opponent is going to be in a position where they could probably guard, it's going to be very difficult for them to contain the power from the outside swing at such a close range.